Good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. Our regrets for this further 5-minute delay. We are just hoping for the Honorable Minister to join in. We would just start today's session, and the Minister, he would join in as and when he's able to log in. On behalf of the Southern India Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Embassy of the Czech Republic in New Delhi and the Honorary Consul's Office in Chennai, we welcome you to this interactive session on educational opportunities in the Czech Republic. To start today's proceedings, I would like to request Mr. A.R.R.M. Arun, President SICI, and the Honorary Consul of the Czech Republic in Chennai and Puducherry to deliver the opening remarks. Over to you, Mr. Arun.
Thank you, Mr. Vinod Solomon. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thiru Ponmudi, Honorable Minister of Higher Education, Government of Tamil Nadu, His Excellency, Mr. Milan Hovorka, Ambassador of the Czech Republic in India, Mr. Roman Masaryk, Deputy Ambassador, and Ms. Eva Kemelikova from the Czech Embassy in Delhi, Mr. Jakub Tezar, Czech National Agency for International Education and Research, my dear SICI colleagues, Mr. V. N. Shivashankar, Vice President, Dr. Thangam Meghanathan, Chair of SICI's Education Committee, and Mr. Vinod Solomon, Secretary SICI, distinguished panel speakers of today from reputed universities of the Czech Republic as well as Tamil Nadu, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. As we say in Tamil, Vanakkam. As is said in the Czech Republic, Dobry den. Wishing those of you in India a very good afternoon, and wishing those of you in Prague a very good morning. I'm glad to be addressing you this today on behalf of the Southern India Chamber of Commerce and Industry, SICI, and the Honorary Consulate of the Czech Republic in Chennai. We would like to extend our warm welcome to each of you for today's important event, SICI's virtual Indo-Czech Higher Education Roundtable. While my address today could be long due to my roles as both President SICI as well as Honorary Consul of the Czech Republic, I've tried to make it as interesting and useful as possible to each of you. I would first like to start by appreciating the Higher Education Department of the Government of Tamil Nadu under the ministership of Honorable Minister Thiru Ponmudi for 3 specific reasons. First of all, effectively handling the COVID situation and closing educational institutions when needed, thereby seamlessly facilitating online education. Ensuring from this academic year onwards, all higher educational institutions adopt a common methodology in providing effective education to students. And third, forming a committee to ensure norms are followed in recruitment and staff and fees collections. Having said that, I would now like to share a few words about SICI. SICI has completed 110 years of service to industry, government, and society. SICI was founded in the year 1909 under the inspiration of Mahatma Gandhi. SICI has inherited a rich tradition while at the same time remaining youthful, dynamic, and embracing change. SICI has been working extremely closely with the Government of Tamil Nadu in several programs of value, including aerospace and defense, information technology, infrastructure, getting Tamil Nadu's MSMEs back on track, giving valuable inputs into the state's budget exercise that recently has been put into place, reaching out to the global Tamil diaspora, as well as the Tamil technology development are some of the programs that we've been engaged with. SICI has also ensured a very good connect with the Government of India. A most recent example has been my representing South Indian industry at the industry meet with the Commerce and Industry Minister, Government of India. This was held in Delhi day before yesterday. SICI has been ensuring extremely good value addition across its traditional areas of manufacturing, IT, and agriculture, and also having established its forays into aerospace and defense, food and nutrition, education, and skills development. SICI is now glad to be organizing today's important event towards the 4 following important objectives. First, getting Tamil Nadu and Czech Republic higher education institutions closer together, exploring joint research programs for the benefit of both societies, encouraging student exchanges among both important locations, and fourth, establishing industry-academia collaborations that would ensure commercializing research that would in turn fund newer research. I would now like to share a few words about the Czech Republic. In India, many still refer to the country as Czechoslovakia. The Velvet Revolution of 1989 led to the self-determined split in 1993 into the countries of the Czech Republic and Slovakia. While the Czech Republic is only 60% of the land area of Tamil Nadu, the population and the GDP is about the same as Tamil Nadu, with however a higher per capita income of about $23,000 US. The Czech Republic is a developed country, a high export income country. Innovation has been driving both services, manufacturing, and industry within the Czech Republic. It is highly literate, 99% is the literacy, ranked 14th in the Human Capital Index, and it is the 10th safest and peaceful country in the world. Over 1 lakh Indians have been visiting annually. Certainly a historic country, beautiful in all respects, whether it's its castles, scenic Vltava River, or its clean streets. When we look at the Indo-Czech friendship, Czechoslovakia was the first country to recognize independent India in 1947. India, in turn, was the first to recognize the establishment of independent Czech Republic in 1993. Trade between the two countries has developed on trade, tourism. The relationship between the two countries has developed on trade, investment, and tourism. The silk and spice was traded ever since the time of the Duchess of Bohemia, and since 1920s, Bata and Java have been hugely popular in India. Today, these two brands, along with Skoda, are established mainstays in India. Czech glass has also been very famous in India, laid out at palaces, hotels, and several places within India. The Czechs have also been ingrained with our yoga. Intergovernmental visits have been regular year on year, leading to increased friendship among the two countries. India was partner country at what is known as MSV, which is the International Engineering Trade Show. That was held in 2017 and is held every year. This is held in the city of Brno in the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic was also partner country into the engineering trade fair that is hosted in Chennai, which has now been moved to Coimbatore. Both countries agreed to boost bilateral economic ties during the 11th session of the India-Czech Joint Commission on Economic Cooperation that was held during October 2018. The Czech government continues to rank India among the priority countries for promoting mutual investment. On the education front, I would like to share with you 4 joint workings that have happened over the last several years. First, a joint declaration was made on cooperation in education, and this was signed during April of 2009. It agreed to the establishment of a joint working group on education. Mr. R.P. Agarwal, Secretary, Higher Education, Government of India, led a delegation to the Czech Republic that comprised of the Chairman, University Grants Commission, as well as the Director of IIT Mumbai. Secondly, a follow-up visit from the Czech Republic into India was led by Deputy Minister for Research and Higher Education, as well as Deputy Minister in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports. This delegation visited India in December 2009 towards the first meeting of the Joint Working Group on Education held in Delhi. This delegation also visited several educational institutions in Delhi, Bombay, and Bangalore. During October-November 2014, high-level representatives of Czech universities visited India with the purpose to deepen cooperation in higher education. Agreements and MOUs were also signed during President Ramnath Kovind's visit to the Czech Republic in September 2018. Out of the 8 MOUs that were signed, 2 were related to education alone. So certainly our two countries have been well engaged with higher education for several years today, and it's a right time for Tamil Nadu and Czech Republic to partner further. When we look at India's connect with the Czech Republic, we have 15 companies from India based in the Czech Republic, including Mittal Steel, Motherson, and Glenmark. The Indian community in Prague and Brno, which are the 2 main cities, is about 1,800 strong. And there have been 5,300 Indians as of October 31st of last year, based in the Czech Republic, mostly in the areas of information technology, businessmen, students, as well as old residents. As of the same date of October 31st, 2020, 700 Indian students have undertaken higher education and research with Czech universities covering medicine, engineering, life sciences, and physical sciences. I was pleasantly glad to know that there are 70 Indian restaurants only in the city of Prague. That's the level of the extent to which the Czechs love our Indian food. In 2019, under the joint collaboration in science and technology, 20 high-ranking projects were selected out of 187 joint proposals. India and the Czech Republic are working on niche technologies, considering the Czech Republic's strength as the incubator of technologies. This includes strategic sectors such as defense, nuclear energy, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, etc. An Indian scientist, Professor Ajay K. Sood, has been appointed to the Apex Research and Development Council of the Czech Republic that is headed by the Honorable Prime Minister of the Czech Republic, Mr. Andrej Babis. The Indian system of medicine, Ayurveda, has also become quite popular within the Czech Republic. When we look at Tamil Nadu and its attractiveness, our population is a well-educated, knowledge-driven society and has its people involved in leading research programs across the world. Tamil Nadu today is the #1 state in technical universities, pioneering and promoting technical education. We have 1,900 plus colleges of repute, ranging from engineering to medicine to management to arts, and each of these programs spanning the entire spectrum. Tamil Nadu is the #2 state in terms of most employable talent. Over 1 million graduates are added to our state's talent pool every year. Tamil Nadu is also a leader in skills development. We are the third largest economy within India, contributing significantly to India's GDP and tax revenues. Tamil Nadu is also considered the Detroit of the auto industry within India, Chennai in particular, along with being the medical, leather and textiles capital of India. When we look at the Czech Republic and Tamil Nadu, having worked together in the past, I'd like to share a few words about the history and the potential that's offered. The Tirukural, or the sacred verses, is a very important part of us within Tamil Nadu. It was written during the BC era poet Thiruvalluvar. The Tirukural has a very good Czech connection through Professor Kamil Václav Zevilbil. He was a Czech scholar in Indian literature and linguistics, notably Tamil and Dravidian linguistics, literature, and philology. Professor Zevilbil made the only known translation of the Tirukural into the Czech language, and this was done a very long time ago. The Czech Republic has been a strategic partner since several decades, having assisted our foray into heavy engineering. When we look at BHEL, which is the Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, steam boiler facility at Trichy. Trichy is one of Tamil Nadu's largest cities. This center was built with Czechoslovakia's assistance. There's certainly ample opportunity for Tamil Nadu and the Czech Republic to work together in the higher education sector as well. We are extremely glad to have with us today panel speakers representing highly reputed institutions within Tamil Nadu and the Czech Republic. Each one of these speakers will be sharing with us about the respective institutions and about areas that they would like to explore further for collaborations. As mentioned during the start of my address, the various avenues that we could consider are bilateral research, faculty and student exchange programs, and industry academic partnerships. We hence encourage each of today's participants to please make good use of the opportunities extended and explore benefiting times ahead. In conclusion, we are sure today's program, beyond only being a good get-to-know, will also be a catalyst for development and growth. We plan to take today's good efforts forward by conducting more such events that will bring our higher educational institutions together. SICI and the Honorary Consulate of the Czech Republic in Chennai, under my leadership, looks forward to your valuable feedback and suggestions that catalyzes the Tamil Nadu Czech Republic Connect. Before closing, on behalf of the Honorary Consulate of the Czech Republic in Chennai, we wanted to share with you about the Czech Film Festival that we're tentatively planning on conducting on October 8th and 9th, which is a Friday and Saturday. We are waiting for a few certifications from the film body before we finalize the schedule. We will certainly keep you informed about this so that you could join us. Please mark your calendars, and we look forward to having you with us there too. If we don't have your contact details, please do share it with us. With that, I would like to thank you for having participated with us today and wishing you all safe times ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Arun, for your insightful and very useful address, which has set the tone for today's session. We are grateful that His Excellency Mr. Milan Hovorka, the Ambassador of the Czech Republic in India, though he is extremely busy today, he has made it his priority to be a part of today's session. I thank you, Your Excellency. I would now like to request His Excellency Mr. Milan Hovorka, the Ambassador of the Czech Republic in India, to address us. Over to you.
Good morning to you all, dear colleagues and friends. And in fact, it's quite a busy day for me as I am addressing you from Prague, where I am attending the annual conference of ambassadors. But as mentioned by Mr. Johnson, people-to-people contacts are very high. My personal agenda, as well as the agenda of the two governments working together with a clear objective of taking bilateral relations between our two great countries forward. And I would like to start by expressing my sincerest gratitude to the Higher Education Department of the government of Tamil Nadu, to you personally, Mr. Minister and Principal Secretary, for joining us this morning, as I'm addressing you from Prague, definitely the afternoon for those who are based in Tamil Nadu. And I would like to extend my sincerest gratitude to Mr. Arun, Honorary Consul of the Czech Republic in Chennai, and grateful not only for that tremendous work he and his team have deployed to bring us together, but I am also grateful to him for assessing the current state of bilateral relations between the Czech Republic and India, definitely with particular focus on Tamil Nadu, and is absolutely right to say that two countries enjoy a beautiful relationships, and he mentioned that the then Czechoslovakia was among the first to recognize India, but he was also right to remind us that our bilateral relations go far beyond that moment when the two countries established formal diplomatic relations. I would go on to say that this webinar is part of a follow-up process. We, together with the Honorary Consulate, put together a few weeks ago and definitely shortly after my last visit to Tamil Nadu earlier this year. And as it has always been the case, we once again were very ambitious in taking bilateral relations between Czechia and Tamil Nadu forward in as many areas as possible. And I am pleased to say that we have been able to organize yet another event only recently, helping us to focus on certain industrial sectors, which both sides believe are very perspective and encouraging from the point of view of strengthening and deepening bilateral relations. Today, it is about cooperation in education between the Czech Republic and Tamil Nadu, subject to which I believe the two governments attach particular importance. And I was talking about this subject quite extensively, also during my recent visit to Chennai. And I am extremely happy that within a relatively short period of time, we are meeting together with high caliber education institutions on both sides. I would like to use this opportunity to express my gratitude to all present for the interest they have shown in taking bilateral relations in this particular area forward, and for their readiness to expand cooperation between education institutions forward. Definitely, we are not starting from the scratch. We have a number of Czech Republic-based universities which have already been able to find their partners in Tamil Nadu. But the idea of this seminar to increase awareness of the existing opportunities, the two entities, education institutions, possibility to talk to each other, and definitely based on all ideas, suggestions, and proposals we may hear in minutes to come, to try to find out a common platform, to have a kind of instrument that would help us give more regularity to our contacts in this very important, the fact that I am attending, despite the fact that it is quite a hectic period for me, clearly demonstrates my personal commitment of the ambassador of the Czech Republic. But at the same time, I have to say that it is a teamwork. And I'm grateful to colleagues of mine at the embassy, my deputy Roman Masaryk, who will be addressing you, and Eva Chmelikova, a colleague of mine who has been working this particular segment of bilateral relationship for so many years. And I'm grateful both of them for their personal contribution, and definitely they will be keen to report on all the discussions you'll be having in the period ahead. For my part, I would like to commit myself and the embassy to do our utmost to facilitate your interactions, to do whatever we can to the opportunity to meet each other, not only, and I have to underline it, not only through different kind of electronic platforms, as I believe that face-to-face meetings are more important. We are definitely undergoing very, very difficult times related to ongoing coronavirus. And because of pandemic, both sides have or had no other possibility but to put in place certain restrictions, which we all dislike and prevent us from exercising the privilege and duty of meeting each other. But I'm particularly pleased to note that the situation has improved quite considerably, both in Czechia and in Tamil Nadu. And on that basis, the authorities of the Czech Republic, and definitely also as a result of the tremendous efforts of the embassy in New Delhi, have taken important steps to relax all these restrictive measures. And I believe you will be pleased to note that students were among the first who were entitled to contact the embassy and who will be served among the first, because definitely they have good reason to travel. We have taken a commitment, and definitely we will be up to our commitment, and we are generally interested in having them in the Czech Republic well on time, and definitely before the beginning of term. But I would also like to add that it's not just about those willing to prepare for their professional career, those who like to receive a world-class education in one of the Czech universities. I would be equally pleased if we can also focus on other forms of cooperation. And again, we are not starting from scratch. We do have a number of Indian and the Czech Republic universities working together. We do have also a program between the two countries' governments allowing us to finance jointly developed projects. So my humble request to you would be, let's try to go as wide as possible. Let's try to be as ambitious as possible. And it would be fine if we can identify 3, 4, 5 segments that we will be following in our joint efforts. So these are the thoughts I wanted to share with you. I'll be returning back to station very soon after the conference, and definitely all the discussions I'll be having and all definitely related to the course of strengthening bilateral relations between Czechia and India. Please stay safe. Not easy. It's not yet over. I believe that you yourself and your beloved ones are doing well, and I'll be repeating myself if I say that you can count very much on a very powerful team of the Czech Republic based in New Delhi. And definitely, I look forward to having yet another opportunity to visit the beautiful state of Tamil Nadu. So once again, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to address this very important forum. Once again, thanks to all who have shown the interest and are with us in the Czech Republic, definitely. And I will speak now in Czech, if you don't mind. Kolegové z Vysoké VŠP Ostrava, Paráda, Západočeská, Jihočeská univerzita. Těším se na vzájemnou spolupráci, samozřejmě Dům hospodářské spolupráce, jako vždy úžasná možnost být spolu. Takže díky moc, mějte se moc hezky a já se budu těšit na spolupráci a kdybyste eventuálně měli zájem přes ambasádu, kolegové vám dají na můj kontakt a můžeme se eventuálně spojit ještě během mého krátkého pobytu tady v České republice. Díky moc. I'm now switching back to English. Take care, stay safe and goodbye.
Thank you, Excellency, for your warm and supportive words. We definitely look forward to welcoming you back at the chamber in Chennai at the very earliest. I now like to request Dr. Thangam Meghanathan, the chair for SICKI's Education Committee and the chairperson for Rajalakshmi Institution, to deliver the theme address. Over to you, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. Wonderful meeting all of you. A fine day like this, but just that I'm having to travel, so I'm in my car. Please for that. It's a wonderful occasion. Meeting up with people interested in connecting on education. In connecting in terms of maybe whatever, like research or student exchange, etc. And Arun has, of course, given a complete profiling of our state and the kind of atmosphere that prevails here. And I would like to once again re-emphasize that Tamil Nadu, that is southernmost part of India, is one of the states that is very much, developed in terms of a lot of things. One among them is education. It has got reasonably good infrastructure and education particularly, let me stick to education. Education particularly is something that the people of Tamil Nadu rated very high in their lives. Like when we talk about the basic like food, clothing, shelter, I see in my experience Tamil Nadu education as one of these three basic things, and there is also a lot of government support. We had leadership that has recognized education to be one of the very important parameters of development, which we all know is a very important parameter for any country for to be called a developed nation. When it comes to higher education, I would say like teaching learning is an important aspect of education system. Teaching, learning, testing, quality, everything is important, but research plays a very vital role in higher education sector. I come from, I forgot to introduce myself, I come from basically an engineering background. I'm in education, educational institution with about 10,000 student strength, and most of them are technical education. We also offer nursing, architecture, and business schools. So when it comes to education, in recent times, the country has come to be known as a destination for software development. And what has helped that particular development is the increase in number of engineering institutions that has taken place in recent times. And in fact, I'd like to recall one of the visitors who came to our institution from UK. He was asking the reason for the number of engineering colleges in this particular state. All that I could so was like our school level math science is still very good, still reasonable. I mean, good in the sense like children are very much interested in focusing on science and math, and that leads to the interest in engineering, and that is the answer for the number of institutions that have turned to be engineering institutions. And in recent times, a lot of people are going in for software engineering, apart from, of course, the core sector. like Mr. Arun mentioned, Tamil Nadu has got auto sector as one of those prime developed industrial sectors. Auto, textile, software. These are all the ones that are very well developed in Tamil Nadu. Normally today in this particular scenario, where there are lots of countries, there is growing population and workforce, we do feel that our people are contributing a lot to different nations apart from our own nation, and by working for their countries in a way that for their country's development, like collaborations. I would like research collaboration is something that higher education sector would look forward to, and particularly offshoring research is something that talking about. Like this can really take off the way software has taken off, because offshoring research, particularly in area where it's time-consuming research, where it takes lot of number of years, then part of research can be uploaded to here. This can become a very good model to start with. Then, of course, student exchange, teacher exchange, and more than anything else, the experience exchange is something that is very important. How do you look at education? How do we look at education? How do you look at higher education? How do we look at it? Though there may be a very common thing about higher education, so, yeah, it is that like it is. You all know about the India scenario. A lot of people are higher education getting employment. It offers them a good employment with a good employment that will give them good living standards. Suppose this is the case in most of the countries, and so this experience sharing will help us to understand each other and see where our are and weaknesses are, and first to improve and help her to go further. And I would say, like definitely, like the previous speaker was talking about, like in person, then having good dialogue on areas on which we can collaborate is something that we can think about. Of course, this pandemic situation is something that cannot think of anything for another maybe a year. But in spite of this pandemic situation, we've all been able to have near to normal life because of technology that it does connect. In spite of everything, we are able to do and lead a to normal life. And technology, of course, comes through education. And these words I would like to definitely welcome these wonderful initiative of connecting Czech public for a very good developed nations, where they can give us some kind of a leads on how we can probably do better looking at them and how we can help them out wherever there is a kind of a hope for involving ourselves. With these words, let me thank Siki for an opportunity to connect to a lot more people are there to talk about various things, and I'm eager to listen to. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your address. Friends, we are honored with the presence of Thiru K. Ponmudi, the Honorable Minister for Higher Education, Government of Tamil Nadu. In spite of the assembly sessions and various other important work, he has taken the time to join us, and we thank him for it. இன்று அவையில் பல முக்கியமான அலுவல்கள் இருந்தாலும் மாண்புமிகு அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் இன்று நம்மிடை வந்திருப்பது எங்களுக்கு மிகுந்த சந்தோஷம். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் கலந்து கொண்டு அடுத்து மாண்புமிகு அமைச்சர் உரையாற்றுமாறு அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறேன்.
தென்னிந்திய தொழில் வர்த்தக சபையின் மூலமாக நடைபெறுகிற இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியிலே கலந்து கொண்டிருக்கிற செக் குடியரசின் அம்பாசிடர் உயர் திரு மிலான் ஹோவர்கா அவர்களே, தென்னிந்திய தொழில் வர்த்தக சபையினுடைய தலைவர் திரு ஏஆர் அருண் அவர்களே, துணைத் தலைவர் சிவசங்கர் அவர்களே, வர்த்தக சபையினுடைய உயர்கல்வி குழுவின் தலைவர் மற்றும் ராஜலட்சுமி குழுமத்தின் தலைவர் திருமதி தங்கம் மேகநாதன் அவர்களே, உயர்கல்வி தலைவர் திரு யாக்கோ தாஸ் அவர்களே, உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய அன்பான வணக்கம். இந்த தென்னிந்திய தொழில் வர்த்தக சபை எனக்கு இந்த வாய்ப்பைக்காக அவர்களையும் நன்றியையும் முதலில் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். குறிப்பாக இன்றைய தமிழக அரசு, தமிழகத்தினுடைய முதலமைச்சராக திகழ்கிற தளபதி ஸ்டாலின் அவர்களுடைய தலைமையிலே இருக்கிற இந்த அரசு கல்வித்துறையை, குறிப்பாக உயர்கல்வித்துறையை வளர்க்க வேண்டும் என்பதிலே ஆர்வம் காட்டிய அரசாக இருப்பதை யாரும் மறுக்க முடியாது. 2006 மறைந்த முதல்வர் கலைஞர் அவர்கள்தான் தமிழகத்திலே உயர்கல்வித்துறை, கல்வித்துறையை இரண்டாக பிரித்து உயர்கல்வித்துறை என்ற ஒன்றை உருவாக்கினார். இந்த உயர்கல்வித்துறை என்பது தமிழகத்து மக்களுக்கு வேலை வாய்ப்பை கொடுப்பது மட்டுமல்லாமல் மற்ற நாட்டினருடைய தொடர்பினையும் வளர்த்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டும், கல்வி வளர்ச்சியையும் பெருக்க வேண்டும் என்ற உணர்வோடு உருவாக்கப்பட்டதுதான் இந்த உயர்கல்வித்துறை. அந்த உணர்வோடுதான் இன்று கல்வித்துறையில் சிறந்த ஒரு மாநிலமாக தமிழகத்தை மாற்றுவதில் தமிழக முதல்வர் அவர்களுடைய ஆலோசனையோடு பல புதிய திட்டங்களை வகுத்து வருகிறோம். குறிப்பாக செக் குடியரசு தமிழகத்தோடு பல்லாண்டு தொடர்புடைய ஒரு நாடாகும். குறிப்பாக பேராசிரியர் கமில் வலவில் என்பவர் திருக்குறளை செக் மொழியிலே முதலாய் மொழிபெயர்த்தார். அந்த அளவிற்கு தமிழுக்கும் செக் நாட்டிற்கும் தொடர்பு அதிகம் இருந்ததை யாரும் மறுக்க முடியாது. அந்த மொழிபெயர்ப்பு நூலின் வழியாக இரு நாடுகளினுடைய உறவும் வளர்ந்தது என்பதையும் யாரும் மறுக்க முடியாது. அது மட்டுமல்ல, செக் குடியரசினுடைய பல்வேறு சிறந்த பல்கலைக்கழகங்களில் தமிழானது பயிற்றுவிக்கப்பட்டு வருகிறது என்பதை அறிகிற பொழுது நான் உண்மையிலேயே மிகுந்த மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். இன்று செக் குடியரசு தமிழகமும் தொழில்துறையிலேயும் முதலீடு மற்றும் சுற்றுலா போன்ற பல துறைகளிலும் இணைந்து செயல்பட்டாலும் கல்வித்துறையிலேயும் அவைகள் தொடர்ந்து பல்வேறு முயற்சிகளை மேற்கொண்டு இணைந்து செயல்பட வேண்டும் என்ற எண்ணத்தோடு தான் இந்த தென்னிந்திய வர்த்தக சபை இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை, தொழில் வர்த்தக சபை இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை ஏற்பாடு செய்திருக்கிறார்கள். குறிப்பாக இந்தியாவில் சிறந்த 100 உயர்கல்வி நிறுவனங்களில் 18 பல்கலைக்கழகங்கள் தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருந்து செயல்படுகின்றன. இந்தியாவில் உள்ள மாநிலங்களில் மொத்த சேர்க்கை விகிதத்திலும் குறிப்பாக 1.44, இந்தியாவினுடைய சராசரியே 27 இருக்கிற போது தமிழகத்தில் 50.44 என்பது தமிழகத்திலே உயர்கல்வியுடைய வளர்ச்சியை உருவாக்குகின்ற ஒன்றாகும். தமிழகத்தினுடைய தலைவர் கலைஞர் அவர்கள் முன்பு முதலமைச்சராக இருக்கிற பொழுது நான் 2006-11 வரை உயர்கல்வித்துறையினுடைய அமைச்சராக இருக்கிற வாய்ப்பை பெற்றிருந்தேன். அப்பொழுதுதான் அடித்தளத்து மாணவர்களுக்கு வாய்ப்புகள் வழங்கப்பட்டன, முதல் தலைமுறை மாணவர்களுக்கு வாய்ப்புகள் வழங்கப்பட்டன, கிராமப்புறத்து மாணவர்களுக்கு வாய்ப்புகள் வழங்கப்பட்டன. சமூக நீதி கொள்கைக்காக அனைத்து முறைகளிலேயும் கல்வியை, உயர்கல்வியை வளர்ப்பதற்காக கலைஞர் எடுத்துக்கொண்ட முயற்சிகள் இன்று இந்த அளவிற்கு எண்ணிக்கை உயர்வதற்கு காரணமாக இருந்திருக்கிறது என்பதை மறுக்க முடியாது. எப்படி மாணவருடைய எண்ணிக்கை வளர்ந்திருக்கிறதோ அதே போல மகளிரும் 51% இங்கே படித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள் என்பது பாராட்டக்கூடிய ஒன்று. அந்த 51% மகளிர், இந்தியாவினுடைய பெண்களுடைய கணக்கில் 51% பேர் தமிழகத்திலே படித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். அடித்தளத்த மக்களும் அதுபோல்தான். ஆகவே இந்த எல்லாமே சமூக நீதியின் பல்கலைக்கழகங்களினுடைய அடிப்படையிலே உருவாக்கப்பட்டதுதான். ஆகவே குறிப்பாக கல்வி என்பதே வேலை வாய்ப்புகளை உருவாக்குவதற்காக உருவாக்கப்படுகின்றன. அவைகள் பன்னாட்டுடன் தொடர்பு இருக்கிற பொழுதுதான் இங்கே இருந்து அங்கேயும் அங்கே இருந்து இங்கேயும் மாணவர்களோ பேராசிரியர்களோ அவர்களுடைய உறவினை வளர்த்து கொள்ளுகிற பொழுது இருநாட்டு உறவுகள் வளர்வது மட்டுமல்ல, இருநாட்டு மக்களுடைய வேலை வாய்ப்புகளும் அவர்களுடைய எண்ணங்களும் பண்பாடுகளும் பகிர்ந்து கொள்ளப்படுவதற்கான வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கின்றன. அந்த அடிப்படையில் தான் இன்று இந்த கருத்தரங்கின் முடிவில் தமிழ்நாடும் செக்குடியரசும் எந்தெந்த வகைகளில் ஒன்றாக இணைந்து செயல்படக்கூடும் என்ற ஒரு அறிக்கையை தமிழக அரசிடம் சமர்ப்பிக்குமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றோம். குறிப்பாக இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை ஏற்பாடு செய்த தென்னிந்திய தொழில் வர்த்தக சபை தொழில் வளர வேண்டுமானால் கல்வியும் வளர வேண்டும். கல்விதான் அடிப்படை. அந்த கல்வி நிலையங்களிலேயே தொழில் பயிற்சி கொடுப்போம் என்று சொன்னால் ஒரு சிறந்த தொழில் வளர்ச்சியை காண முடியும். அந்த அடிப்படையிலே தான் உயர்கல்வியிலே பாடத்திட்டங்களை உருவாக்கி அந்த பாடத்திட்டங்கள் தொழில் வளர்கின்ற வகையிலே, தொழிற்சாலைகளிலே பணியாற்றுகின்ற தொழிலாளர்களை உருவாக்குகின்ற வகையிலே, தொழிற்சாலைகளையே உருவாக்குகின்ற பொறியாளர்களை உருவாக்குகின்ற வகையிலே இந்த நிறத்தை உருவாக்க வேண்டும் என்ற உயரிய நோக்கத்தோடு தான் இந்த அமைப்பு, அதாவது இந்த தொழில் வர்த்தக சபை, தென்னிந்திய தொழில் வர்த்தக சபை இந்த கருத்தரங்கை உருவாக்கி இருக்கிறார்கள். அவர்களுக்கு என்னுடைய பாராட்டுதலையும் நன்றியையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். ஆக செக் நாட்டினுடைய உறவும் தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய உறவும் பல்துறைகளிலும், தொழில்துறையாக இருந்தாலும் கல்வித்துறையாக இருந்தாலும் மற்ற துறைகளிலும் வளர வேண்டும் என்று நான் இந்த நேரத்திலே இதை பயன்படுத்தி கொண்டு தென்னிந்திய அந்த தொழில் வர்த்தக சபைக்கும் என்னுடைய உளமார்ந்த நன்றியையும் வாழ்த்துதலையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
நன்றி ஐயா. உங்களுடைய இந்த வார்த்தைகளுக்கு எங்களுடைய உளமார்ந்த நன்றிகள். இந்த முக்கியமான அலுவல்கள் மத்தியிலும் எங்களோட நீங்க பேசின இந்த உங்களுடைய வார்த்தைகளுக்காக மறுபடியுமாக உங்களுக்கு எங்கள் நன்றிகளை செலுத்துகிறோம். We thank the Honorable Minister for his address. Though he had the assembly session today, even before joining his lunch, he dropped in and he was able to speak to us today. So very briefly, the minister cataloged the historical ties that Tamil Nadu shares with the Czech Republic, including how Tamil is being taught at the Charles University. He also touched about how we need to go beyond trade, investment, and tourism and look at building strong links in the education sector as well. The Honorable Minister also spoke about how Tamil Nadu is known for its renowned schools and universities, and 18 of India's top 100 institutions for higher education function from the state. He also spoke about how the gross enrollment ratio in higher education was at 49%, one of the topmost states in the country. And he expressly wanted us to prepare a roadmap and share it to him on how Tamil Nadu and the Czech Republic can work together. And he concluded by extending his support to this initiative and thanking the organizers for organizing this event. Now it is my pleasure to invite our next speaker. I now request Mr. Jakub Tesar, the Czech National Agency for International Education and Research, to share his thoughts, please.
Much for the floor. Honorable Minister, dear Honorary Consul, dear guests, chairs, and all representatives of higher education institutions, either from Tamil Nadu or from the Czech Republic. It's my great honor and pleasure to be here today with you. And my role would be to introduce you a little bit and provide you overview of Czech higher education, so you have a context for today's discussion that is going to follow. I will try to share my short presentation, so hopefully it's going to work. So if you can see that, okay. All right, can you see please the presentation?
Yes, we can.
Wonderful, thank you very much. So I wanted to speak about basically three things. One would be why Czech Republic is a smart choice for cooperation for study and research in Europe. Also, I would like to cover a little bit of cooperation between India and the Czech Republic and speak a little bit about Study in the Czech Republic initiative and services that we provide in the Czech National International Education and Research, as we are the government agency under Ministry of Education. And our mission is to help with international cooperation in education with other countries outside of the Czech Republic, of course. So when I talk about Czech Republic as a smart choice, of course, I would like to say that we are a top-notch education and research destination. And if I focus on some areas where we are particularly strong, it's certainly engineering, natural sciences, and medicine. And those are also fields that international students from all over the world are coming to the Czech Republic, particularly fields like artificial intelligence, biochemistry, laser research. So those are fields that we can really, we are on the top level, not just in Europe and but worldwide. And also we host some of the European research centers of excellence focusing on these areas. Also, when we look at Czech universities rank very high from universities in the region of Central Europe. Czech universities are among the strongest in rankings. So you can really find universities in top 10 in the region, in top 500 or top 1,000 universities. So it also shows the quality of higher education system. The Czech Republic is also very well known for the good balance of life and work, and quality of life is very high. Not just generally Czech Republic, as we are one of the most sustainable and safest countries in the world, and also a great country for work, which is attractive for international students and expat communities. But also, especially for students, it's very important that Czech Republic is a hub for them. It's a place where from where they can discover Europe in general, because we have strategic location in center of Europe, and we also have very cozy towns and vibrant student life. And some Czech cities like Prague or Brno are really ranked among among cities with the top quality or the best qualities of student life. So it's not just about studying, although we can offer, of course, both. And basically, that's why it's a smart choice. And many people discover that if they come to the Czech Republic, they can get great education. And also, when they compare the costs in Western Europe and in the Czech Republic, more affordable, and it allows more students to experience education abroad, experience education in Europe. And also, what I would like to emphasize, that we can offer a lot of programs and courses in English. So it's not necessary to learn Czech, but there is a whole infrastructure providing services to international students regarding providing courses, support, and whole programs in English. This actually attractiveness is reflected and well recognized by international students, because the numbers of international students are growing for last basically 20 years. And we reached the level that 15% of all the student population are international students, and it's over 50,000 students, and it actually puts Czech Republic on the leading spots in Europe in number of international students per, of course, population. If I focus a little bit on education system, we follow the typical Bologna system. So the typical Czech bachelor is 3 year long. Then we usually have 2-year master program, but we also have some special programs, 6-year medical studies or 5-year law without bachelor degree. So we call it master programs. And of course, doctoral degree programs focusing on research. And we also use ECTS credit system, which allows to transfer credits much more easily within Europe, but also around the world, because ECTS system is also quite well known globally. If students are looking for various options, so they can come for shorter programs like summer winter school, shorter exchange programs, or if they're interested in Czech language and culture, so they can study study that in special courses. And as I already mentioned, we have over 1,000. So the offer is very broad, and every student can find something for him or her. This is just a short overview. We have 61 higher education institutions. Half of them are private, half of them are public, and the most traditional institutions are the public institutions. They all across the Czech Republic, not just in big cities like Prague and Brno. And you can also see on the map the location, so you see where we're located in Europe and how it's really an advantage to be in the Czech Republic, to have opportunity to travel around, but enjoy the affordability of Czech and quality of Czech life. When I focus on exchanges with India, so here are some statistics. I just briefly mentioned the number of Indian students at Czech universities. It grows every year very strongly. For example, from 2019 to 2020, the number increased by 20%. And now we are over 1,100 Indian students at Czech universities in degree programs. And over 5 years, it's over 200% growth. So there's certainly an interest, and Indian students really like to come to the Czech Republic. So that's a good sign. And also it's a good sign for cooperation and exchanges. And you see the numbers of exchange students that come for shorter exchanges is much lower, and I think there is still potential for growth. If I kind of get rid of 2020 because it was influenced by COVID pandemic, so still, you know, the numbers of Indian students coming to the Czech Republic is usually, you know, in maybe about 100, and we reached 120 in 2019. From Czech Republic, it's less than half. So also there's space. And what actually can help Czech universities to send more students to India as well, because we really believe in exchange and in reciprocity. So it's that we are starting the new period of Erasmus+, the well-known European exchange program that now also allows universities to dedicate 20% of the or from mobilities in so-called program countries in Europe to countries outside of Europe, so they can support their students if they want to go to other non-European countries like India. So also this is something that you can discuss with universities, because this is a very new option. This is something that can be developed over the years, that it can enhance cooperation and exchange. Also, when we look at agreements, there are already 52 agreements. So it puts India on the 16th place. So again, there's still potential for more, I would say. And if we look at the governmental scholarships, so Czech government, Czech Ministry of Education offers scholarship program after 30 months for Indian students. So of course it depends how students split these 30 months. And usually we have like, let's say usually 3 to 4 students that come every year through the government scholarship program. If you're looking for more information, so I would refer to our website that it's under DZS, Czech National Agency for International Education Research, but we call it Study in the Czech Republic Initiative. So this is the link to the website. And we can also help students. So if the students want to learn more about Czech Republic, about the processes, institutions, programs, so they can certainly come to our website. And we also have resources for professionals. Representatives of institutions, they are looking for more information about Czech higher education. So you can download the brochure from our website. And also we would recommend our research that was focusing on experience of international students. Some things that really prove that it's a popular place and why students are coming. And here is my contact address. So I would like to conclude with this contact. You're certainly welcome to get in touch with me if you're looking for more information about higher education or international cooperation in education. Answer your questions anytime in the future as well. And I would like to thank you for your attention. Hopefully you will have
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jakub Tesa, for your all the information that you have provided and setting the context for the panel session. Without further ado, I'd like to request Ms. Iva Kimlikova, the third secretary for the Czech Embassy, to take further to lead us further in the panel and the other proceedings of today's session. Over to you, Ms. Iva. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah. Okay, fine. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Dobré odpoledne and vanakkam, my dear colleagues in the Czech Republic, in Delhi, and in Tamil Nadu. I'm very glad that we could meet today and our plans come through. And we are really here to share our experiences and visions. So first of all, I would like to give you like brief information. So this panel supposed to have like 1 hour. Each panelist would have 5 minutes to speak. Of course, they can share their PPT or videos, whatever they would love to share with us. And I will call them one by one, giving like brief information about the speaker, about the panelist, and in the end, there will be 10-15 minutes for Q&A. So I will start immediately. I will not take too much time because I think that everyone has lots of things to share. So first of all, let me call on the stage, online stage, Mr. Roman Masaryk, the Deputy Ambassador of the Czech Republic here in Delhi, in India. So Mr. Masaryk, he was born in the Czech Republic, and in 1993, after graduating of the Faculty of Arts at Charles University in Prague, he has started working for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Czech Republic. Between 1994 to 1999, he was on his first diplomatic mission abroad in India. As the head of the consular section at the Embassy of the Czech Republic in New Delhi. In further years, between 1999 and up to date, he worked alternately in the Czech Republic and in abroad on various diplomatic assignments, such as in USA, Russia, Uzbekistan. In 2015, he was appointed as Deputy Head of Mission in India, which position he holds until today. So, Mr. Roman Masaryk, please share your idea with us.
Good afternoon, everybody. I think you must be very tired after all these introductions. So let me be brief. I am very happy that the COVID pandemic is over in both our countries. This situation allows us to have and accept the visa applications from Indian students, as well as the students from the Czech Republic can come to India. This situation is mutually beneficial for both countries. And this is very important because exchange of students is bringing the whole world to be better and more developed. You know that our scholars came to India already 100 years ago. And I should mention it because your president, Indian President Kovind, when he was in September 2018 in Prague, it was him who was so proud that he, at the Charles University in Prague, felt himself like to be at some Indian university because people were speaking Hindi, Bengali, Tamil, Sanskrit, and some other Indian languages. And it brought him to understanding that the Czech Republic is a very important country for India. And since then, and also thanks to him and his people, we achieved the qualification and the diplomas and the certificates and all the documents about the qualification from the universities from the Czech Republic are now recognized in India. Not always on Central Indian level, like for example is the medical education, but always in many Indian states. And I would like to thank the government of Tamil Nadu that they are accepting the papers from the universities from the Czech Republic, so that the Indian students who are studying in our country can go back to your state and can be useful. And this is, I think, very important. This is why we are encouraging students from Tamil Nadu, but of course also from other Indian states to come to the Czech Republic, because they can come back with this, not only knowledge, but also that they can immediately start their profession. Second thing, which I think is very important, is that in the Czech Republic, if students are studying in the Czech language, the tuition is zero. Zero, I am repeating. But the condition is that they must be studying in the Czech language, the accredited program, which is not so easy. The Czech language is also belonging to the group of Indo-European languages. And for Indians, it is not so difficult to learn it. But still it is taking at least 1 or 2 years to learn. But I would like to mention it here because many Indian students who are not coming from rich families, they are thinking about studying abroad. So I would like to mention this opportunity, because if they study 1 or 2 years Czech language, then they can continue their study free of charge. They will pay just for the accommodation and for the living costs, but not the tuition fee. Of course, there are more than 1,000 programs in English, which are available in the Czech Republic. And of course, the most popular city is Prague. But at this point, I would like to encourage all not to be concentrated only for Prague, because we have excellent universities outside Prague. And at this moment, they are much more ambitious than those universities based in Prague. Therefore, today I'm very happy that we have people here who are representing the universities located out of Prague, and especially in the northern part of the Czech Republic, which is the university in Ostrava, the southern part, which is university in České Budějovice. We call it Budweis, and maybe you know the Budweiser beer. So this is exactly from this place. And also, I cannot forget the most famous beer, Pilsner beer, which is from the city of Pilsen, where is located the University of Western Bohemia. So I will stop here. Of course, we can come back. I will be interrupting you. If you need something to help Indian students to come to the Czech Republic, we are here in Delhi, sitting from morning to evening, just for making relations between India and Czechia deeper. And students and promotion of qualification, education is very important part of our agenda. And please don't hesitate to send emails, which we like most, because we have always a good opportunity to respond properly. So we prefer emails than calls, but don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you very much for your attention, and I wish that this session, thank you, Mr. Arun, and all others from who are around you, who made this event possible, and that it is happening, and I hope it is useful and it will be useful for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Masak, for your warm words. Now I would love to call Ms. Dr. Annie Jacob, Co-Chair SICI Education Committee and Director, KCG College of Technology. She is an experienced director with a demonstrated history of working in the higher education industry, skilled in strategic planning, business development, marketing strategy, and team building. Strong professional with a doctor of philosophy, focused in marketing manager, and general from Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Dr. Annie Jacob, please.
Honorable, hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Honorable Minister for Higher Education, Thiruponmudi, His Excellency Mr. Milan Hovorka, Ambassador of Czech Republic in India, President A.R. Arun, President Siki and Honorary Council of Czech Republic, Dr. Tanga Meghnadhan, Chair Siki Education Committee, Mr. Roman Masrik, Deputy Head Commission India, all the panelists, all delegates and audience for today, a warm welcome and good afternoon to all of you. Now, education in India dates back to its early civilization time, where the teaching and learning processes actually revolved around the Gurukul system. Just going to go through the history of that. It was a residential concept wherein students were educated under the guidance of a guru in different areas, be it literature, be it grammar, history, religion, mathematics, agriculture, and science. Now, this has a very strong resemblance to the medieval university in Prague, which was established in 1349 at Czech Republic. During the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the Charles University in Prague, which is the second oldest university in Central Europe, had many Sanskrit scholars. This university also has a center for medieval studies. The relation between the two countries continued to strengthen in coming centuries with frequent exchange of visit by academicians, artists, businessmen, and political leaders. An agreement for cooperation in culture, education, and science was concluded in 1996 during the visit of President Shankar Dayal Sharma. Czech educational institutions, particularly technical universities and medical colleges, as mentioned by my previous speakers, they're interested in exchange programs with counterpart Indian institutions, but they also attract Indian students for both the undergraduate as well as the graduate programs. There is ongoing cooperation in educational and scientific exchange. Just to make you all aware, the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research and the Czech Academy of Sciences, they have an agreement for cooperation. The Czech Academy also has an agreement for cooperation with the Indian National Science Academy. Now, coming to Indology, a very old tradition in Prague, it started actually with the establishment of a chair in Sanskrit in the prestigious Charles University way back in 1850. Based on the bilateral agreement with India, the Embassy of Czech Republic actually provides scholarships to students from India to study at public universities in Czech Republic. And from India, the Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation Program, it offers scholarship to Czech students for doing professional courses in India. Now, what could we possibly achieve through all these collaborations? That's what I would like to touch upon today. Education, research, and skill development, as mentioned by Dr. Tanga Meghnadhan, as well as Mr. Arun, they're a central component of any collaboration. Tamil Nadu, in fact, is the best state in the country for furthering educational linkages and to establish Czech language and a cultural center. Vision of the Tamil Nadu government, as mentioned by our minister, in the realm of higher education is to make institutions of higher education emerge as centers of innovation, excellence, and development. The major focus and the mission are to provide world-class quality education. Czech Republic and Tamil Nadu could further expand partnership in automotive, food processing, textiles, financial services, defense, aerospace, electronics, information technology and enabled services, advanced engineering, healthcare, beverages, and pharmaceuticals. We could also work together to enhance research collaboration in the areas of digital economy, cybersecurity, and critical and emerging technologies. We can share innovative practices even in the field of clean energy and eco-engineering, and thereby create potential for the development of new facilities and technologies and contribute to improve environmental education at all levels. To underpin the progress and growth trajectories of our nation, exchange of students and faculty between Czech Republic and Tamil Nadu will establish actually a people-to-people link. Coming to India's new education policies, which is very ambitious skill reform agenda, Czech Republic and Tamil Nadu can enter into a memorandum of understanding on cooperation in vocational education and training to forge new bonds of cooperation in policy development, program delivery, and information exchange. A joint working group, which is always also which is actually mentioned, is always existed and also mentioned previously. A joint working group on education, training, and research could be established between the two countries with an objective to identify the key areas for cooperation, which is a collaborative research in terms of education policy. We could conduct targeted workshops and also distance learning in higher education. We could work together on strategically focused leading edge scientific research and technology projects also in the areas of biotechnology, biomedicine, impact of climate change on the atmosphere, biosphere and human society. It can be in astrophysics, high performance computing and data analysis, which is the need of the hour, artificial intelligence, which is previously mentioned. We could also work on natural sciences, life sciences, and in fact, even on advanced materials. Translational medical and nuclear fuel. These are two other areas where there are possible research possibilities. Now, 1 in 5 of the world's scientific papers are co-authored internationally. As a result of expansion of communication methods and the ease of international travel, academics and researchers are finding it easier than ever to collaborate with their foreign counterparts, making the exchange of academic ideas much simpler to organize. The ability to scrutinize, debate, and share experience is essential for a lot of academic and scientific accomplishment. Constructively challenging accepted opinions and ideas is central to the development, and international collaborations actually help to facilitate this. The other focus area of cooperation between Czech Republic and Tamil Nadu could be for saving lives and managing the economic impacts of COVID-19 and future global challenges, as the Council had mentioned. We should share the best practices and benefits of scientific and medical research and development, strengthen healthcare systems, and reflect on the recommendations of the independent and comprehensive evaluation of international health response to COVID-19. This will not only improve the capacity for global pandemic prevention, preparedness, and response, but it will also pave way for new degree, certificate, and training programs. On that note, let me conclude by stating that India since early times has been and continues to be promoted as a global study destination, providing premium education at affordable levels and costs. Universities in India today attract more than 40,000 international students from 164 different countries. In fact, the Study in India is a flagship project under the Ministry of Education, Government of India, to encourage the foreign student community to study in India's top institutes and further India's global identity as a student destination. It was launched in April 2018 by the former Minister of External Affairs, Srimati Sushma Swaraj, and the Minister of Human Resource Development, Sri Prakash Javadekar. The program is currently offering approximately 2 lakh seats with more than 90,000 tuition fee waivers and scholarships. The Study in India program has partnered with more than 100 premium Indian institutions, 10 state universities, 20 deemed universities, 40 institutes of national importance, 5 institutes of eminence, and many top colleges. But the growth in number slackened in the past few years compared to that a decade ago. Mr. Jacob had actually mentioned about that too. That is why the National Education Policy 2020 calls for making a plan of action to help India restore its role as Vishwaguru. In the globalized society we live in today, international collaboration programs will help by providing students with the ability to study, work, and travel in an international capacity. The nature and scope of education and training is actually determined by socio-cultural, economic, and political factors. The existing knowledge base of the population, the needs of the national economy, and the labor market. These are the 3 strong indicators which play a substantial role. Now, the number of students choosing to study internationally is constantly increasing. And for this reason, it is very logical that universities would want to increase their internationalization and attract applicants from across the globe, and also further the linkages between countries in various capacities as discussed and presented by all the speakers today. Thank you, and I wish you a good evening.
Thank you, Dr. Jacob, for your valuable information. And now I would like to invite Ms. Diana Kocápková, the International Marketing Officer of the University of South Bohemia in České Budějovice, The responsibilities of her position include bolstering and reputation of the University of South Bohemia in České Budějovice around the world, and she works on the preparations for international fairs and publications. Her greatest hope is that the contribution to international marketing will help attract the new international students and allow them to discover just how wonderful the University of South Bohemia is. So, Ms. Diana Kocápková, kindly share your presentation with us.
Yes, thank you very much. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we do.
Thank you very much. So good morning to all my colleagues from the Czech Republic and good afternoon to all of you ladies and gentlemen. I am very pleased to meet you here. My name is Diana Kocápková, the representative of the University of South Bohemia in České Budějovice, and I greet you from our beautiful South Bohemian region. So let me briefly introduce our university because the time is running fast. So I will share my presentation. I hope that everything's okay and you can see it well. So I will tell you something about the university. Our university was founded in 1991. You can see that the university is a university with history and a long tradition. This year in September 2021, we are going to celebrate our 30th anniversary. We have 8 faculties and we offer more than 200 study programs and fields of study. The university usually educates around 9,000 students and has at about, say, 1,500 employees. As I mentioned, we have 8 faculties. These are our faculties: the Faculty of Economics, of Arts and Education, Science, Fisheries and Protection of Waters, also Theology, Health and Social Sciences, and the Faculty of Agriculture. So you can see that the university has quite a lot to offer, various study programs at various faculties. You can see also the director of the University of South Bohemia, our 7th rector, and also the USB management. But I'm going to tell you more about the education and science and research at the university. The focus of our faculties spans over a very wide spectrum of educational research and also creative areas. Our university represents a typical university with a balanced range of natural, environmental, agricultural, health, human, and also social sciences. We are the holder of the institutional accreditation in 9 fields of study. You can see them here, especially in biology, ecology, economic fields, also philology, philosophy and religious studies, historical sciences, social work, also in education and teaching, healthcare fields, and agriculture. Our university belongs to the research-oriented universities. It is a respected center of science and research in the Czech Republic and I would say in the whole Central Europe. Our university also cooperates closely with the Czech Academy of Sciences of the Czech Republic. We also, for example, quite an interesting fact, that we operate our own field station in Spitsbergen. Here are some more interesting things and activities, science and research activities of the University of South Bohemia. You can see that we participate in a number of projects, for example, in the project in the field station in Papua New Guinea, also in the applied research in fishery, research on ticks, for example, and we also cooperate on archaeological researches in Egypt and other parts of the world. We cooperate with more than 400 universities in more than 70 countries of the world. And I have to say, and I'm very happy that I can say it, the number of international mobilities, I mean arrivals and departures, increase every year. Every year we welcome more than 500 international students and around or at about 200 international exchange students every academic year. Because the university really offers we offer the possibilities at the university is really wide. So we offer short-term and exchange programs, also summer and winter schools, and as also colleagues before mentioned, you can find here also language and preparatory courses in various foreign languages. What concerns the foreign languages, we can offer more than 30 programs and fields of study. They are in different languages, especially in English, but of course we offer them in more languages. And also what could be interesting is the cross-border cooperation, for example, with Johannes Kepler University in Linz. This is our partner university, and this is the program Biological Chemistry. Among that, also, we offer 9 double and joint degree programs operated together with the universities worldwide, for example, in France, Spain, Italy, Austria, and others. You can see that the international prestige of the university is also proved by its placement in different international rankings. Here are some examples. I would mention the World University Ranking, where the USB ranks in a very good position, and also the Emerging Economies University Rankings and others that are mentioned here. Maybe what could be also good to say is that the university is located in a beautiful South Bohemian region and also the beautiful city of České Budějovice. It is in a quiet part of the town, but among nice and beautiful places for relaxation, you can also find here a lot of possibilities to have fun in the city. The city is a historical city, so I would say that it offers everything that a student would need, so it is a perfect place for a student's life. And of course, the students will find all the facilities necessary for students directly in the campus. As you can see here, the dormitories, the clubs, the library, and also maybe what could be interesting, the microbrewery, because our Faculty of Agriculture operates its own microbrewery. Here is also the mention of the city of České Budějovice. I'm not going to read it all, because if you are interested, you can find all that information on Google or anywhere. So maybe I'm slowly going to the end of my presentation. So thank you very much. Do not hesitate to contact me directly anytime, or of course my colleague from the international office of the University of South Bohemia. So they can of course tell you more about the possibilities, the international cooperation. You can also contact the Vice Rector for International Relations of USB, Dr. Radka Závodská, directly, or then I can give you more information in the Q&A session at the end. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Kocábková, for your great presentation. I would love to call now Mr. Professor Dr. Ganesh Vaidyanathan for his presentation. So Mr. Professor Dr. Ganesh Vaidyanathan is an educationist and administrator in a reputed engineering institution with 33 years of experience in teaching, guiding undergraduate and graduate project and research work. He is also responsible for development and delivery of update content relevant to the developments in engineering and technology, and for growth of organization through establishment of specialized centers of excellence and introducing of new programs. He has received the Outstanding Faculty Award from Cognizant in recognition of the work. So Professor Dr. S. Ganesh Vaidyanathan, please.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible? Audio check? Thank you. Respected dignitaries, fellow panelists, respected invitees and esteemed audience, a very good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to all of you. This good evening is specifically for Mr. Arun, whom I believe is still in the US. Okay, sir. Yeah, I'm extremely honored for having been endowed with an opportunity to share my thoughts today on how to strengthen the educational linkages between the state of Tamil Nadu, particularly, and the Czech Republic. In fact, I didn't want to, give a presentation because ours is a 36-year-old institution, which is offering more than 20 to 30 programs, including UG, PG, and doctoral programs. So I didn't want to thrust upon everything here. So probably I would like to look upon look upon a one-to-one interaction, maybe with either Mr. Jacob Tissar or Roman Masaryk or any of the people who have spoken to us about their universities. So I look forward to that very shortly. But I'm super excited about having an educational tie-up with Czech Republic. See, the uniqueness of our institution is more than 50% of our institutions go for higher education in various countries abroad. So predominantly US, Australia, UK and all. Of course, in the European Union, they go to Netherlands, Germany, France, Italy, everywhere. I'm very sure that, this presentation by you guys is pretty impressive, especially I'm very much attracted towards the cultural heritage and, exhibited by the Republic of Czech, and also, your love for the language. When Mr. Roman Masaryk said that, you do learn, the Czech language in 2 years, and then thereafter the education is free. It's something, very similar to how we love our mother tongue, especially in the state of Tamil Nadu. We consider our mother tongue as a god. I really related, some kind of connect between the Czech Republic and the state of Tamil Nadu, which, indirectly says that, it will be a very, exciting and suitable place for our students to study over there. And in our college, we offer, a wide range of disciplines, starting from science, engineering, technology, especially specializing in the areas of biotech. We have a center of excellence in nanotechnology and its application, cloud computing, artificial intelligence. And to put it in a nutshell, I look basically, look forward to exploit the industrial development in the European Union. I'm quite sure that it would have got extended in the Czech Republic also, because I know Czech Republic is one of the flourishing economies in the European Union. I'm quite sure that this industrial development that is seen in the European Union, we would like our people to undergo a lot of vocational training programs, especially in the field of manufacturing automation, in the field of artificial intelligence, in the field of electric vehicles. Okay, so these are the things I look for in the nutshell. So over and above that, I would like to give a very detailed presentation about our abilities, and I also want to know more about what we could benefit out of our tie-up with specifically with the universities in the Czech Republic in a one-to-one meeting. But however, in this time given to me for about now 1 minute or 2 minutes over, I have just 3 minutes. I'll just share my thoughts on what is the necessity to have this kind of international educational linkage. See, I personally believe that education has a role or an aim and a purpose, right? While the role is very clear, like it's to impart knowledge and skills to sustain a good living and contribute to the economy of the state or the country through innovations and expertise, right? Of course, this is done by learning and experience. Whereas I feel that the second aspect of learning, that is the purpose, is to acquire the wisdom needed to live a life of contentment, satisfaction, and happiness. Okay, which finally, which actually results from serving the society, helping the underprivileged, and by adhering to the values and ethics in both personal and professional lives. And of course, the quality of education, it's not the same throughout the world in different regions. We know very well that the African continent, the countries are developing. In some continents, we have developed countries, and we have, different kinds of, levels of the society based on the quality of education that is imparted to the students. I basically believe that this is based on two things. One is the learning environment, which depends on the quality of students and the teachers, the curriculum, the teaching methodology, etc. Other one is the social environment, the policies by the government, the societal attitude, right? In some countries, girls are not allowed to go beyond a certain level of education. Then the facilities available, which again depends on the economy of the country. I'm quite sure that, obviously the level of attainment, you see, when I said the level of attainment of education is, it's twofold. One is the aim and the purpose. The level of attainment in terms of role and the purpose will be different in each region across the globe, based on these two conditions, both the learning environment as well as the social environment. And now through an educational linkage that is seen through today's discussion, I'm quite sure that, this is going to be equalized and made available, right? Somewhere where it is available, a good level of education. I think to give that to another part of the globe where it is not available to that extent, it's a kind of service to the society. I feel that through Siki is actually doing a human job, in actually facilitating this. Maybe I don't know what is going to be taken from Czech Republic and given to India, or from India to the Czech Republic. We can work on that more closely. But however, I feel that it's like how we say in hydrostatics that water seeks its own level. The same way, when we provide this linkage, I'm quite sure that education is going to be, distributed and equalized. This is one aspect of, or one advantage of this educational linkage. So we know very well that the natural phenomena is to reach the best when opportunity is made available. I'm quite sure that this particular program is a good opportunity. Like how we know Czech Republic is a flourishing economy in the European Union. We know very well that you have a very high performance, population and innovation oriented scientific community. The same way, we from Tamil Nadu, we boast of similar achievements. The typical example for this is, we are the second highest GSDP in the whole of the country, India. And also, as our Honorable Minister said, our gross enrollment ratio in the higher education is the highest in the whole of the country, which means Tamilians naturally want to learn more and more to develop the knowledge and subsequently the wisdom associated with it. And also, we are a land of knowledge and wisdom from time immemorial to these modern times. Very similar to how you have a lot of castles and other things in your country. We have great temples, that are amazing. Right from the majestic temples throughout the state, starting with the great temple in Tangier. I request you all come as tourists to our country. We will take you to various temples and show you around. While these stand as a testimony to our engineering knowledge and skills, exhibited by our clan since time immemorial. Even in the, and also, Mr. Arun pointed out, the Honorable Minister also pointed out about the Tirukkural being translated by one of the Czech, literary scholar. Tirukkural is a book of wisdom. This is what I said. We both excel in knowledge as well as in the wisdom needed to live a very contented life. This Tirukkural is translated into almost all languages in the world. And I'm very happy to see that it is even translated into your language. That is quite amazing to note that it has reached to that level, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, so from time immemorial, right, we have been showing some good level of knowledge and wisdom. And even in these modern times, our Chennai city, the capital of Tamil Nadu, is called as the Detroit of India. We have the maximum number of automotive, industries, as pointed out by Mr. Arun. The Coimbatore, another city in the state of Tamil Nadu, has got a geographical indication for producing world-class pumps, right? It's also known as the Manchester of India. You see, all the names have been derived from Europe. So the support and all these things, I am quite sure that these developments have been continuously supported by the government, our Indian government, the government of Tamil Nadu, and many private players who have set up a lot of universities and institutions of repute to produce good quality education, especially then in the field of engineering and technology. I would also like to add that 50% of the requirement of engineers in our IT sector in India is met by institutions, from our state of Tamil Nadu. So that way, I'm trying to prove the point that to have an educational linkage between the Czech Republic and the state of Tamil Nadu is really worthwhile. I think we can really give and take something, right? And I am proud to inform that I also represent one of the reputed institutions in our state, which is run by a very prominent industrial group, okay, with a clear vision to achieve higher standards in education. See, I would like to conclude by saying that we very eagerly look forward to the next step. Whatever is, we can sit, have a meeting and, make some formal MOUs and to strengthen the educational linkages. I'm very sure that we will be making the best use of it. As an institution which has been recently awarded with the status of autonomy, we are this is the right time when we are also looking at expanding our curriculum to the international standards. Earlier we had some constraints posed by the university. Now, in fact, being given the autonomy, I think we can really look forward to do many things for the benefit of the students. I'm quite sure that we can garner the support from the recently launched national education policy, as pointed out by Madam Annie Jacob, and the visionary thinking by the state government. State government is poised to do a lot of things in the higher education sector. Then, with the support from organizations like SICI, we consider them as one of our well-wishers. We will be able to share and equalize our knowledge and wisdom for mutual benefit of the two countries and the state of Tamil Nadu in particular. See, we Indians always, end our prayers by chanting the phrase. It's actually in the Sanskrit language, not Tamil. We call it a Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. I don't know. I'll just translate it to the phrase in English that let the whole world be happy, right? This is very much essential during these pandemic times. Why we say that is because if the world is happy, the countries will be happy. If the countries are happy, states are happy. The states are happy, the society is happy. Society is happy, family is happy, and if the family is happy, every individual is happy. After all, the purpose of life, I told you, the wisdom is going to achieve the purpose of life, the educational wisdom. The purpose of life is that we should live a very happy life, deriving full satisfaction out of, having lived this life. So I'm quite sure that through this endeavor of tying up with the Czech Republic, especially in the area of strengthening education, I'm quite sure that we will be able to achieve this goal. I once again thank the organizers, especially SICI, for giving our institution this wonderful opportunity. I look forward to another interaction. I'll be very happy if that is facilitated, or we can write to Mr. Jacob Tischler to ask for a specific appointment wherein we can talk more about our institution. So we look forward to that. And I once again thank you all and take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Vaidenathan, for your great presentation. And now I would love to call Miss Irena Havelková from the VSB University of Ostrava. She works at the university in the international office. She specializes in the international recruitment, daily communicates with the Indian recruitment agency Europe Study Center, and coordinates nominations to the student mode, facilitating the visa procedure. I would love to add also one more thing. Mr. Jakub Tesar, he mentioned the governmental scholarship, and I'm glad to announce that one of the governmental scholarship holder goes to the VSB University of Ostrava this year, and he is from Tamil Nadu. So I really believe that this is the best person now to speak about this university. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Khmelikova. Am I audible enough? Is it okay? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon to all of you. I'm sending you my warmest greetings from the Technical University of Ostrava in the Czech Republic. And I'm very happy that I can share with you a short presentation about our university. Okay, so let me just. All right. Well, as mentioned before, our university is based in the city of Ostrava, which is a city with about 300,000 inhabitants, located in the Moravian Silesian region, in which there are 3 universities altogether. You can see the location on the small map in the picture. As all of you know, the Czech Republic lies in the center of Europe. We like to say that it lies in the heart of Europe, which sounds very poetically. It shares borders with Germany, Poland, Austria, and Slovakia, and it has inhabitants of 2.5 million. The capital city, of course, is Prague, and it is really easy to reach Ostrava either by train. It takes you here within 3 hours and a few minutes, or you can reach Ostrava by plane as well. Regarding a bit of information about our history, we can say that the first predecessor of the Technical University of Ostrava was in 1849. Actually, 2 years ago, we celebrated 117th anniversary of our university. In 1990, all the 7 faculties, current faculties, were born specializing in engineering and technology. And in the year 95, the university's name, which was Mining University, was changed into the Technical University of Ostrava. It's the name that is known today. The Technical University of Ostrava draws on, as already mentioned, 117 years of experience in research and academic excellence, and it provides education in bachelor's, master's, PhD, and exchange programs for students all over the world. Regarding some key figures, we have about 11,000 students, out of which around 1,500 students are foreign students. We are very proud that we have the largest campus in the Czech Republic and one of the largest campuses in the Central Europe. There are 3 basic major fields that we can offer, that our university specializes in. It's engineering with its subcategories: electrical, safety, civil, mining and geology, materials, and mechanical. Then it's economics, be it macro and micro, finance or management. And the third one being technologies, IT, nano, and environmental science. As I've already said, we have 7 faculties. 3 of these 7 faculties are based or placed outside of the campus. It is the Faculty of Economics that is located in the city center, so in the historical part of Ostrava. Faculty of Safety Engineering, which is the youngest faculty, is based about 20 minutes by tram, and then it's the Faculty of Civil Engineering that is located 10 minutes from the campus. Faculties that are in the campus are the Faculty of Mining and Geology, Faculty of Material Science and Technology, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, and Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. Now let me speak a bit more about our international students. Well, the admission procedure is still being evaluated, so I cannot give you exact numbers, but we hope to have around 350-400 international students, I mean full degree students. And every year we have 100 new students, and it's a number that is constantly increasing. We have a lot of students from China, from Vietnam, but also from India. Last year, or maybe even 2 years ago, we have come up with 2 new recruitment tools. One of them being the full degree scholarship, which is meant for first year students of full-time study of bachelor's, master's, and doctoral programs taught in English. The applicant needs to send an application, his or her CV, cover letter, as well as affidavit declaring that the student doesn't have any type of regular financial support. And this year, the scholarship is 36,000 crowns, and it is divided into 2 parts, and it is paid upon successful study results, I would say. So the student, if he or she manages to reach certain study results, well, to speak more concretely, it is 20 credits per semester, winter or summer. Then at the end of the semester, within 30 days, the student is paid the first half of the scholarship, and in the summer term, it is the second half of the scholarship. I mentioned 2 new recruitment tools, the second one being the intensive English course, which we hold together with the Institute of Languages at the beginning of every semester. It is a part of the orientation days. We have 20 lessons altogether. It is free of charge for all the students, be it exchange students or 4-degree students. Coming to study here, we require at least B1 knowledge, and we try to cover miscellaneous topics such as communication and presentation, traveling, cultural differences, medical care, banking, simply every simple topic that the students can encounter while staying in Ostrava and studying at our university. The University International Office has a special separate office that is called the International Contact Point, which serves as a support service center, I would say, for all the international students as well as international academics. And actually, it is here for the students and the academics, helping them with visa and residence issues, for example, if they have some healthcare issues or if they need to sort out immigration duties after arrival, if they need some help with accommodation, banking, work permissions. It's really, the range of the topics is really, really high. Newly, we also offer psychological consultations because we are very well aware of the fact that it is not easy to come to not only a different country, but a different continent and get accustomed here. So we're here in this office, in the International Contact Point, really to help the students with any issue they can encounter while studying here or working here. Our university puts great emphasis on research, and we have several key research areas such as information technologies, raw materials and ecology, it's mechanical engineering, safety engineering, electrical engineering, energetics, advanced materials, and management and modeling of economic and financial processes. We have been the fastest growing university in the Czech Republic in terms of science and research. We are the second best university in the contractual research and the 7th research institution in the Czech Republic. Apart from our faculties, we have several adjacent research centers. You can see the list of them on your screen. I will just pick one of them, which is the IT4 Innovations National
Yeah, so I believe there is some technical problem with the connectivity. So I believe that we can now go for, or I can call Miss Dr. Rupa Gunasilan, and I hope that Miss Havelková will join us later on and she can finish her presentation. So now I would love to call Dr. Rupa Gunasilan, Director IC and Professor. She is working as professor at Bharatiya School of Management and Entrepreneur Development with 20 years of teaching experience in higher education. She carved a niche for herself in the field of management and have been appreciated through various awards given by various institutions, and to name few: Excellence in Teaching Award, Best Citizen Award, Dr. Radhakrishna Gold Medal Award, Star Award, etc. So, Dr. Rupa Gunasilan, please.
Thank you very much for having given a very nice introduction about me. And Honorable Minister of State Higher Education, Thiru Ponmudi, His Excellency Milan Harkova, and Madam Thangam Meghanathan, Mr. Arun, and Thiru Mr. Jacob Tazar, and all other dignitaries who are here for a very, very important purpose to strengthen the relationship between Czech Republic and Tamil Nadu and between India and Czech Republic. I'm extremely happy to be part of this delegate panel, and I'm also interested to share my thoughts and ideas related to strengthening the relationship and making it much more effective in our future days. I also listened to my counterparts from Czech Republic and from India, and I'm understanding that there are a lot of potential to take it forward. I'm really thrilled to hear from our Honorable Minister of State, Higher Education Minister of State, expressing that there is special interest in enhancing the relationship through various faculty exchange, training, and student exchange programs in near future. So I'm really happy to see the efforts taken by SECI and the organizers of this program in giving some dynamic effect on the relationships that are being built for years together from previous decade onwards. On looking at the web contents and website informations, I'm understanding that from 2018 onwards, there is tremendous acceleration which is happening in the interactions that are happening between India and Czech Republic. And Czech Republic is very keen in making its presence in India through various industrial and educational participations. And the point here is Czech industrial clusters, which is established in Bangalore, is really a point of attraction because that is the base for academia industry relationship. So such clusters, if extended to various other places of India, could make the dynamic relations much more effective and useful or fruitful to the people of India. So with this, I belong to Bharatiya University, which is in the western part of Tamil Nadu. And as you all know, Tamil Nadu is the house of 37,000 industrial houses, and which is the largest in India, and which is also the highest exporter of textiles and automobiles, and it is housing, Chennai itself is housing a lot of automobile industries. And I know Jaguar and also Skoda are making enormous success stories in Indian soil, particularly in Tamil Nadu. So these are the credentials and exports in pharmaceuticals, textiles, and IT related products are all happening extremely well as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. So Tamil Nadu is an industrial state with a lot of industrial activities in various industries. So these aspects are really helping very much for the colleges and institutions which are functioning in India and in Tamil Nadu. Coming to Coimbatore, the district, which is also called as industrial hub, is having a lot of industrial activities. Manufacturing as well as service industries are well established. Particularly hospitality and hospital industries are doing great, and similarly automobile industry, defense corridor have been established by the present government, and also textile made ups and knitwears are all going very well in Coimbatore, and it is regarded as one of the industrial hub and contributing a lot of industrial products and export possibilities to India. And the Bharatiya University, which is 36 years old university, which is having 36 different departments and also 13 schools schools of management, including School of Management. 13 schools are functioning in Bharatiya University, which is located in Western Ghats of Tamil Nadu, foothills of Marudamalai, which is also having a very sprawling and green environment, 1,000 acres altogether, housing various centers and activities. And we have achieved, Bharatiya University achieved world ranking, and we are also ranked 13th in NIRF ranking and 800,000 in Times Higher Education ranking, World Universities ranking. And we are also given with citation award by Clariviate Analytics, in which we got award named as India Research Excellence Award during 2019. And we also ranked between 900 to 1,000 in Shanghai World Ranking, and we are 1,623 in World Ranking of Center for World University Ranking. Hansa World Ranking, we achieved a 19th position. Likewise, a lot of credentials, and that talks about the research establishments and research achievements the university gained over the period of time. We also have best 6 research publications. 2% of best world publications is bagged by Bharatiya University scientists, which is also a very big achievement as far as Bharatiya University's track record is concerned. And we have 139 affiliated colleges having more than lakh of students studying in various affiliated colleges of Bharatiya University. So ours is a state university with affiliating status, and within the campus we have 5,000, nearly 5,000 students studying their PG courses, MPhil, PhD, and all those. And we do have lakhs of students studying their PG, UG, and research courses in many of our affiliated colleges. This is the structure in which we function, and I would like to contribute to the aspects related to strengthening of relationship between universities of Czech Republic and India. See, we can think of strengthening in 3 different dimensions. One is we need to cherish the relationship which have been harbingered by many other academicians, experts, and delegates over the period of time, right from 2-3 decades before. And also we should develop some mechanism to create awareness on the scholarships available in Czech Republic for Indian students. And also students in Czech Republic need to be given with informations related to attractive aspects of India, so that students exchange can become really vibrant. So the first and foremost is creating awareness. And the second level of the relationship can be achieving certain outcomes like research collaborations, joint researches between 2 countries, and which should achieve breakthroughs in product development or some effective models. And when I think of this, I felt, our university is good in biotechnology, is doing very extremely well in physical sciences, and also management, commerce, particularly linguistics, and these areas are really very green. Even environment sciences, chemistry, for that case, all basic life sciences and physical sciences, we are doing extremely well. So I'm very proud to say here that we had a discussion some time before, a month before, and I remember Mr. Arun and Mr. Vinod Solomon, we had a dialogue, and immediately we drafted MOU, and the MOU was approved by SIKI Chennai, and we are in the process of signing MOU between SIKI Chennai and Bharatiya University. So this is a milestone. I feel this is a historical development as far as Bharatiya University is concerned. Thanks to Czech Republic and SIKI for having taken initiative in bringing Bharatiya University into the net of activities of SIKI also. So this is one of the milestone, and with this initiative, particularly my department, I belong to School of Management. I'm heading School of Management. I'm also Dean of Social Sciences. So I can say that my department can be taken forward in the directions of joint research and student exchange without any further delay. So that is very much possible. I'm also understanding that Indian government is having 3 different schemes which are floated by MHRD. One is GYAN, which may be helping the international faculties to come and stay with our students and the departments and teach them and assist them, mentor them in research activities. So that has to be initiated. So we can apply to our government, and we can invite faculties like you from Czech Republic to be with us in joint research and teaching programs. For a short time, we can really do that. And we have another scheme called Spark, which is also helpful in encouraging joint researches between countries like Czech and India. So that should be a modality to execute this. It is not that easy to find a counterpart in a big country like India, in a big country like Czech. So what has to be done is we need to develop a database. So that database is supposed to have details of the faculty, expertise, and the thrust area or domain specialization, so that the document can be shared between 2 countries through SIKI, and which may be helpful for institutions which are interested to create joint research or teaching programs in their place made possible, and these can work as a gateway. So these information may be helpful for the faculties and as well as the students to decide which is their destination, and accordingly they can apply to these GYAN or Spark or DST's Vajra programs. There is one more program in DST which helps in science and technology collaborations. So these all can happen only if we know who are the expert hands available in both the countries, and what are the departments or the institutions which are having some functional and specific expertise in the field, in some select fields, so that things can be made possible. So this is what we have to do right now, according to me. This is my personal opinion, and if something happened in this direction, fine, and if not, we can immediately my suggestion is we can start this. And when we can achieve these kind of interactions between universities and colleges, subsequently we can encourage our research scholars and the students to come for summer internship or projects. And yes, I came to know from websites of Czech Republic and SIKI that there are some specific scholarships available for Indian students if they come there. As I was informed by Mr. Jacob Tesser that when they complete their 2 years of language learning, they are really queens and princes to take up their pie of benefits. So that's really encouraging. So I can put these details to our students so that there will be a climate set and the students may be interested to come over there. So this is the second level of research. And the third is outcomes. When we look at outcomes, it is more of what we have done out of the research, maybe joint publications with a high impact. That's one option. Number two, we need to come out with products which are useful for both of the societies. That is more important. As I said, our IT department, our computer science department, biotech, basic sciences, management, commerce, all these departments are having their incubation center, and we are also funded vehemently by our central government under RUSA scheme, and we are having a lot of research activities going on, and right now it is a very great place to do joint researches, and that will create some product outcomes. And also we should think of creating some clubs or centers within the university so that whatever activities we do, students also can take part of it and maybe more interested to come and learn there and equip and gain exposures from the international universities. And faculty exchange, of course, we are much interested because our faculties are interested to increase their technical skills as well as knowledge in some specific fields. So for this also we need database where and what kind of training is being conducted, and sharing of informations on all these areas may be much helpful for the universities to tune themselves as per the availability and as per the requirements. So these are all the points I really want to spell out. And industry academia linkages, joint researches, students exchange for the benefit of students exposure and students academic contributions, team teaching, blended classrooms with the participation of Czech faculties, and also faculty training programs or the possibilities. And yes, Bharatiya University is 1,000 acres, very big campus with all the facilities, having an international affairs center, which is having a coordinator specifically assigned to take care of international delegates and students. And we also have industry academia center. We do have research and development center, and we also have entrepreneurship development center. So facilities are enormous, and I take privilege and I feel honored to submit my gratitude for each one of you for having given me adequate time to express all my points in this delegation. And thank you very much. My special thanks goes to Siki, the Honorary Council President, Mr. A.R. Arun, and all other members, and also His Excellency, the Ambassador of Czech, who is available here. I'm understanding that out of all the busy schedule, His Excellency is available to listen to all this. And thank you very much for the counter parts from various universities like University of Bohemia and the other university who shared their opinions and details about their university activities, enriching us knowing about you. So thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Dr. Rupa Gunasila.
I'll be sharing the details of my university, PPT and videos to Siki, and that may be shared to the other entities. subsequently.
Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Rupa Gunastilan, for your very positive words and the opportunities for cooperation you shared with us. Now, I would like to ask again Ms. Irena Havelková from the Technical University of Ostrava, just to finish the presentation, which was interrupted by very technical problems. So please, Ms. Havelková, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much to all of you for giving me the chance to finish my presentation, and I'm very sorry for the interruption caused by some technical issues. Well, I hope I will be able to finish my presentation without any further technical problems. So I will share the presentation with you. I was talking about the research centers that our university has. And I highlighted the IT4I Innovations National Supercomputing Center, which you might have heard of already. Among other, it can do really a lot of tremendous things, but among many others, for example, it simulates and predicts some catastrophic situations, helping to draft a scenario and prevent catastrophes and dramatic situations and come up with a solution with such a catastrophic situation. I would say, for example, floods. We also have the so-called Innovation Support Center, which, among others, helps young students who have entrepreneurial ideas to bring their idea concerning their business to reality, to help them realize their business idea. We do not forget about our students once they're graduate, because we have a strong network of alumni, and we have career center that offers these graduate services in terms of preparation for a job interview, or we help them how to write a CV or cover letter, discover the job market, but also give some kind of personal professional diagnostics if the graduate hasn't still decided in what direction he or she would like to go on the job market. And of course, university is not only about studies, it's about fun, it's about getting to know new people and experiencing life. Our campus is barrier-free, and we have many indoor and outdoor sports fields. There are snack bars and students clubs very close to the campus. There's also the planetarium. We have many cultural events and festivals held throughout the whole academic year. And we also have university kindergarten that is meant both for the students and the employees' children. Well, this brings me to the end of my presentation. I will be very happy if you contact our office, our international office, on the general email address university@vsb.cz or international@vsb.cz. So thank you for your attention, and thank you very much again for understanding the technical issues I was facing. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Havelková, for your presentation. And now I would like to ask kindly the team of SICI to allow to speak Mr. Masaryk. We would like to hand over or to allow one of our intern. She's currently in the she's currently here in Delhi, and she's a student of the Palatsky University, that she would love to share some words about another university, even though there is no representative of this university. But we would love to take this opportunity to just introduce one of our intern. She's currently in Delhi with us at the embassy. Please, if it's possible, kindly allow Mr. Masaryk's microphone to be on.
Thank you, Eva. I think I am already audible, and I am very happy that I can say that after COVID pandemic, we have already 2 interns here at the embassy. The students, we are regularly receiving students who are coming for internships at the embassy from the Czech universities. So I'm also encouraging the Czech universities present who would like to send their students to our embassy for internships, which can take up to 6 months. They can do so. And I will now ask one of them Miss Kristina Chanigova, who is studying anthropology and historical studies from the Palacký University Olomouc, to say how she is seeing the opportunities for Indian students to come and study in the Czech Republic. Please, Kristina.
Good afternoon. My name is Kristina Chanigova, and I study PhD and cultural anthropology at Palacký University in Olomouc. I'm currently here in Delhi for an internship, as was mentioned. What I can just say about Olomouc is that it's a really beautiful city. It's really small and clear, and it's a typical university city, which means you can, as a student, you can find there everything what you can need, starting from bookstores, libraries, ending with clubs and bars and everything. What I like about Olomouc is that it is a very small city for me, because I was accepted to Charles University and to Olomouc, and I preferred Olomouc because of the approach. It doesn't mean that any other universities are wrong. No, that's not. But I really prefer the approach, because when it's a small university, you have like a more personal approach, because there are less of students. And what I think is a big advantage of Olomouc is that in Olomouc is a huge community of Indian students there, as which is really tied up together and offer a support to all the Indian students there as like experience, because there are many students, not just at Faculty of Arts, but mainly on the medical school and other faculties there. So I think as a student, it's a very big opportunity to study there. So maybe thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Sorry, I just stopped the video because there was a low connection. So thank you too much, Kristina, for to share with us your information and the as a student, your information about the study in the Czech Republic. And now we may continue in our schedule. Unfortunately, we do not have the representative of the University of West Bohemia, Mr. Jan Michalík and Ms. Kateřina Newton, but they were unfortunately due to their busy schedule today. However, they shared with us the presentation, the video, which we can play, so I would love to just say a few words about the University of West Bohemia. The history actually started on the September 28th, 1991, when the College of Mechanical and Electrical Engineering and the Faculty of Education, both are the schools with a 40 years tradition, merged to establish the University of West Bohemia. In 1993, the Faculty of Law was added to the already existing faculties of Mechanical and Electrical Engineering and Applied Science, Economics and Education. The Faculty of Humanities was launched on the 10th anniversary of the University of West Bohemia. 4 years later, means in 2005, it was transformed into the Faculty of Philosophy and Arts. In the year 2000, the university launched a new institute, New Technologies Research Center, followed by the Institute of Art and Design 4 years later, and the Institute of Applied Language Studies, along with the Faculty of Healthcare in 2008. In 2013, the Institute of Art and Design transferred into the Ladislav Šturnár Faculty of Design and Arts. thus becoming the youngest of the University of West Bohemia faculties. So now I would like to ask kindly the SICI staff to just play the video. Thank you.
My name is Sky, and I'm a student at the Faculty of Arts of the University of West Bohemia. Today, I'd like to show you the Bori campus of the University of West Bohemia and the faculties in the city center of Pilsen. This building is the rectorate, where the offices of the headquarters of the university are located, including the rector's office and some of the other administrative departments. If you have problems orienting yourself around campus, you can use this information panel that's available next to the rectorate building. The University of West Bohemia has 9 faculties, 2 university institutes, and 4 research centers. 5 of the faculties are located in the Bori campus, together with the Institute of Applied Language Studies and research centers. 4 faculties are also located in the city center of Pilsen. Now let's have a look at the faculties that are located on the Bori campus. Opposite the rector's office, you can find the Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Here, among other things, are lecture halls, the largest of which has 344 seats. Behind the Faculty of Electrical Engineering, there is also a building named RICE, the Research and Innovation Center for Electrical Engineering, which is also the faculty's research center. The University of West Bohemia has 3 other research centers: NTIS, NTC, and RTI. This is the building of the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, where the history of this campus began in 1985. Nowadays, the building not only houses the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, but also the Faculty of Economics, the Institute of Applied Language Studies, or the Division of Lifelong Learning. The building of the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering is connected to its research center, the Regional Technological Institute, or RTI. Through this oldest building, we can walk to the new extension, which is dedicated to the university library. Here you'll find study rooms and relaxation zones. Opposite the university library, there's another building that houses the Department of Physical Education and Sport. Here you can find a sports hall, 2 gyms, and a fitness center. Outside, there's even a bouldering wall in front of the building, together with a workout playground and a large grassy area for leisure activities. Next to the sports hall, we can find the canteen, which is available during lunchtime to students and employees from 10:30 to 2:30 p.m. On hot days, you can have lunch out on the terrace. On the other side of the walkway passing through the campus, we can find one of the newest buildings, the Faculty of Applied Sciences, and its European Center of Excellence, NTIS. At the faculty, you can find 2 modern lecture rooms, other meeting rooms, and laboratories. In the study room, you can even rent board games. In some corridors, you can also see ping pong tables. On campus, we can also find a unique building with open space studios, the Ladislav Sutnar Faculty of Design and Art. Among other things, the faculty also houses the largest multimedia studio in the Czech Republic. We also use it for university and cultural events, and with the natural ziggurat, it creates a unique atmosphere. Next to the building of the faculty, you can find the final stop of the tram line that connects the campus with the city center. Now we'll hop on the tram, and I'll show you the faculties in Pilsen City Center. The University of West Bohemia was founded in 1991 as a merger of 5 faculties. Today, the university has a total of 9 faculties, 4 of which are located in the city center. The Faculty of Law, the Faculty of Arts, the Faculty of Education, and the Faculty of Healthcare Studies. This architectural gem is located right in the center of Pilsen, in Sady 35, near the Great Synagogue, and houses the Faculty of Law. Right next to the Faculty of Law is a library that is used by both the Faculty of Law and the Faculty of Arts. The Faculty of Law and the Faculty of Arts are connected by a shared courtyard. When it comes to the number of buildings, the Faculty of Arts has the most. We can find one here in Jungmanova Street, opposite the Education and Research Library of the Pilsen region. The Faculty of Arts also has one building on the corner of Sedláčková and Velislavínova streets. Other university buildings are located very close to the Faculty of Education. Some of the departments of the Faculty of Education are housed in this historical building. Here, for example, you'll find a newly renovated auditorium with its preserved historical elements. The Faculty of Education can also be found on Chodské Square. Close to the Great Theater, we can find the 9th faculty of the University of West Bohemia, the Faculty of Healthcare Studies, which is located here in Husova Street. This building is also a protected monument. And by the way, the Faculty of Economics used to be located here until it was moved to the Bori campus. To finish the tour around the university buildings in the city center of Pilsen, you can visit the gallery of the Ladislav Sutnar Faculty of Design and Art in Rigrova Street. Next to the gallery, you can also relax at the University Cafe. This is the end of our tour. See you soon in Pilsen at the University of West Bohemia.
Thank you for playing this video. So in case that you would love to be interested or you would like to contact somebody from the West Bohemia University in Pilsen, then we do have the contacts, of course, and we would be more than happy to share with you those contacts for further cooperation. So now I would love to call Mr. Dr. C. Sekar, the Registrar of Alagappa University, who received his PhD degree in materials science with specialization in nanomaterials in 1997 through Anna University in Chennai. He did his postdoctoral research at Nippon Telephone and Telegraph (NTT) Labs in Japan from 1997 to 2000, and the Institute for Solid State and Material Research, IFW Dresden, from 2000 to 2005. Currently, he is a full professor in the Department of Bioelectronics and Biosensors in Alagappa University. His current research activities include development of chemical and biosensors for applications in the area of biomedical, environmental, and food technology. Professor C. Sekar, please share with us your presentation.
Is it visible now? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very pleasant good evening and good afternoon to all the dignitaries and all the participants who are online. Could you see my slide, please? Okay, great. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the nice introduction. Indeed, it's very energetic now after listening to you introducing me. Myself representing Alagappa University, in Karaikudi, located in the southern part of Tamil Nadu, as you could see here in this part. And it's a state university, very young but vibrant university, established in the year 1985. The university is named after the gentleman, the great Vallal Dr. R.M. Alagappa Chettiar, who has donated a lot of his fortunes for the establishment of educational institutions in this part of the country. And so the university is named after him. Otherwise, it's a full state university under the government of Tamil Nadu, and which is, okay, let me move on. Without taking much time, a brief introduction about the university. University is young, it's only 35 plus years old, but we are graded as A++ grade by one of the prestigious accreditation agency of the country, NAC, NAAC, and we have got the score of 3.64 out of the 4-point scale, and because of that, we are entitled with many advantages and many benefits. In this sense, our university is categorized as category 1 university and also conferred with autonomy this by the University Grant Commission. This means we have a lot of flexibility to do with the programs that are being offered and also with the many activities. And our university is also, ranked 36th at the national level by another prestigious ranking agency from the country, NIR. So we are in the 36th position in the country. And as far as the international ranking is concerned, we are still fighting hard. And especially internationalization of the campus is very much essential when we talk about international ranking. And this is one of the reasons that university is pushing much in this direction of making the university as an internationally active and vibrant and attractive place for the students from abroad and including Czech Republic. So these are some of the brief informations about the information. Yeah, this is what is highlighted. We are also certified by the the agency for its quality. And there are many other small credentials, but very significant at the national level and also at the regional level. Okay, the university, is offering, is having 44 faculties and 44 departments in different. We are also managing colleges, about 50 colleges in the form of affiliation. There are 50 colleges which are affiliated, and that means managed by our university. And these colleges are located in, again, southern part of Tamil Nadu, namely Ramnad and Sivaganga districts. And we also have a very effective, very vibrant distance education wing, where there are about 75,000 students are enrolled. And we also have a collaborative program, which is also very active, with which we are connected with several skill-based, institutions in the state, wherein about 15,000 students have enrolled. And we have also recently started with the online programs, and we are close, we are crossing 1,000 plus enrollment from across the globe. So these are some of the glimpse of academic activities of our university. And these departments, I'm talking about the university departments, wherein we have, we have categorized as 4 faculties: Faculty of Arts, Management, Education, and Science. And these are the colleges which I just now mentioned. There are also colleges within the campus. We call it as a constituent college. And there are colleges, affiliated colleges spread over the 2 districts. And these are the departments, 44 departments I mentioned under various faculties. And we are well known, and whatever the credential that I have mentioned comes from the research component apart from the academic. And our research activities are well recognized, and we are very well equipped. Now, I myself comes from, as just pointed out, from the very niche area of bioelectronics and biosensors. This is one of the upcoming and very important area in the field of, we can say, biomedicine. And in fact, with this background, we have signed already an MOU with the Czech Academy of Sciences, and we had a professor visited our university from Institute of Experimental Medicine, European Union Center of Excellence. This means we already have an agreement, MOU, with the Czech University, Czech Academy of Sciences, and we are very keen in attracting and bringing more people from Czech Republic, and also we are interested in exchange of students, faculty, and especially we are very keen in, we have a very good center called Alagappa Institute of Skill Development. This is also a very unique, the department or the institute, which is directly funded by UGC, and wherein we are training the, students and the youngsters in, or we are equipping the students with various skills, and for which I'm very, very keen in making use of the Czech counterparts, because I know, much about the Czech Republic. I lived in the town called Dresden in Germany, which is very close to the Czech border. We used to go to the Prague for shopping during the weekends. I lived there for 5 years, 5 long years working as a scientist in Germany. So I'm very well aware of the skills and the kind of facilities and also the status of the higher education institutes in the Czech Republic, and based on my own experiences and based on the openings that is available with our university and with the support of the administration, I'm very confident that we'll be able to work very closely to the on the collaboration front. Now we also have a very good campus in Tondi. I mean, this campus is located on the beautiful coast, which is about 45 kilometers from our campus, wherein specialized department like oceanography and coastal studies and the Department of Fisheries are located, and we are also concentrating on various sports-related, activities in this campus. And this is also a beautiful campus for living and also for doing the studies both in research and academic. So, and our university is also well known for encouraging and supporting the students with disabilities. Here we have a special center called Para Sports Center, and from here, this gentleman he has represented in a Para Olympiad in Canada and brought gold medal to our campus. And likewise, many students, many youngsters with disabilities are admitted in the schools. See, for example, we have a department of special education and rehabilitation science, where the students who need help are admitted, and we have a good set of teaching, and also the teaching staff who take care of and train the students, and also research is being carried out in this area. And again, our institution is well known for Tamil culture and museum. As you see, we have a beautiful museum with a collection of special, special articles from the ancient times, and all of them are housed in a beautiful museum. And there is a department called Department of Fine Arts, where Indian traditional music like Bharatanatyam and other programs are being offered, and there are a good number of applications for this from the international student. Here I would like to mention that this year we have received 152 applications from international students under this fellowship sponsored by Government of India through Indian Cultural Center. This is we are very happy about it, and we are in the process of facilitating these students to come over and join us. And the way I'm mentioning here is, and this fine arts area is one of the key area the students from abroad are interested in our university. And already, as I mentioned, we have a collaboration with some of the reputed institutions, including the one from the Czech Republic, which I just mentioned. And this Center for International Relations is also very vibrant, and we are trying to attract, and we are trying to facilitate mutual exchange both in this in students and also faculties. And in fact, we also have some fellowships to offer. This is what I mentioned. Our university is the only university from the Tamil Nadu to receive 1 billion rupee from central government, that is Ministry of Human Resource and Development, because of our achievements in the NIRF ranking and also in the NAC accreditation status. This means 100 crore Indian rupees, 1 billion equivalent. And with that, we have we have done many developmental activities, and one of them is to offer fellowships for the students and faculty members from foreign countries, from several parts of the world, and they came here, stayed here, and did a lot of collaborative work. And we also support our own students. And sometimes, as one of the previous speakers earlier mentioned, we don't find the right place to send the students. We support them both, the travel and also other logistics, and we want to have a good host countries, host laboratories to accept our students with the support from our the specialized teams like RUSA. So with this, we have reasonably good infrastructure to accommodate the students, and also we are reasonably we are well funded, so to say, and we'll be able to accept students with fellowships and reciprocate the same when there are good partners. And I'm very confident that this Czech Republic is one of the good options, having visited that country, having lived in the country close to that, and I'm very confident of this proposal, muted by SIKI under the guideship and direction of the President, Mr. Arun, and also the Honorable Ambassador of the Czech Republic, and of course our government of Tamil Nadu under the able leadership and guidance of the Honorable Minister, Mr. Dr. Ponmudi, that we'll be able to work more closely and come out with fruitful results in the coming days, in the coming years. And I look forward to working with them. I assure you this on behalf of the university. And I thank the SIKI and other the organizers for this nice opportunities to talk about my university. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sekar. So I would like to now announce that we are just very shortly before the end of the session. But before that, there is gonna be the Q&A session. So whoever has any questions, please use the chat box. You can just write whatever you want to ask for, and those who would love to feel that it's the one who can answer that, we will try to unmute this person to answer this question. So, and in meanwhile, I would love to really thank all the participants for a very informative and fruitful meeting. And I really believe that this is only the beginning of another stronger cooperation between the Czech and Tamil universities. So, Nandri Vahakam, thank you so much. Děkuji moc. And the floor is yours. I mean, everyone. Now, please raise your hands and just put your query on the floor.
Ms. Eva, while we wait for perhaps some of the audience to share their thoughts, I thought I can add a few words. Dr. Ganesh Vaidyanathan had mentioned that he was keen to have a conversation with the embassy or also some of the universities. So that's something that we can enable. Perhaps yourself can have a conversation with him if you would like, or if you'd like to have anybody else also join, I leave it to you. Similarly, Dr. Shekhar had also mentioned that he is keen to explore further with the Czech universities, even though he currently, Alagappa College has a current MOU. So Mr. Shekhar, Dr. Shekhar, we would be interested to know what areas you're interested in, and we can then put it forth to the embassy so that we can try to see how the connect can be moved forward upon. So that's just 2 points that I thought I'll add, Ms. Eva. I'll hand over the floor to you for others to come on.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity to again to talk. See, we are very much interested in. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are. We can hear you.
So,
yes.
Yeah, thanks. So we are very keen in student exchange on select areas. For example, biological sciences, physical sciences, and we are strong in this area, and if possible, on the fine arts also. And there is as I just mentioned, there are some interest, and we are keen in inviting some of the faculty from the Czech Republic to train the teachers of the skill development. I'm very sure that there's a big gap in as per the certain skills are concerned between the West and our country, and our country is working very hard to train and equip the youngsters, the youth with the skill. And and this could be one of the possibilities wherein we would like to invite those who are interested to our campus and train the teachers. And they might not be able to stay here and teach the students for long. And if they train the professors and the young teachers, and they in turn will do that. That is one possibility that we are working. And the next, as far as the research is key component of our university, and physical sciences, biological sciences especially, including, if possible, the marine related, oceanography related research, and biotechnology, biomedicine. And these are some of the areas. In fact, just now I mentioned biomedicine is the area wherein we signed, for a specific MOU. And yep, of course, I will also talk with the Vice Chancellor and identify more areas where we can work with. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for that. I believe that everyone from today's meeting may just write a short queries, which we can then hand it over to the Czech National Agency for International Education to find the best answers or the best partners, in the certain field of studies. And of course, if we do know such universities or institutions, then we will obviously provide you this information immediately. But I believe that today is just the beginning of the cooperation, which I believe in the future will be really stronger and stronger, and we will see more students from the Czech Republic coming to India and the vice versa. So if I can now encourage all of the participants just to write it down, whatever queries are in the mind, just please sit for a while, just write it down and provide it to Mr. Arun and his team, who was very helpful, and they really made a great job today. I would love to thank him for all his efforts and time which he really spent with these. Thank you.
Ms. Eva, I would also like to very much thank you for your efforts. The honorary consulate would not have been able to work with SICI alone to conduct this if it was not for your efforts in bringing the universities from the Czech side onto the table. So thank you very much for your efforts as well, and a very good conducted session today.
Thank you. So I believe there is no question. That's why there are no answers. So yeah. Oh, okay. Mr. Masari, please can you please unmute him?
Mr. Shekhar, in the meantime, can I request you to close your presentation so that we can see the video?
Dear friends, I would like to thank you to all of you for today's session. It is another contribution to our common effort to make relations between our countries better and deepen. And my ambassador already asked me to again thank you and pass his best regards to all of you. Thank you for your effort, not only today, but all days which are coming in the coming days and coming months, because we all know that this is very long-term process from the time when some student decides to go to foreign country till the time when he comes back and he is fully capable to implement his skills and knowledge in the reality. And this is something what we should have in mind. This is something what is very important. And we need intelligent people. We need intelligent people on our planet, and they will get the skills only at the universities, nowhere else. And of course, if they are professionals, everything will be better. The whole globe, will be better. And we need it. We are humans. We must develop. And this is our small contribution to develop our planet. So thank you very much for today's session again. I hope to see you after some time again, and maybe not virtually, but also physically. I hope that the time will again come that we can meet and we can travel, and I will be glad to see all Indians in the Czech Republic and all Czechs in India. Thank you, and have a nice evening.
Mr. Roman, I think one way is possible. I don't know if the other way is.
Both ways are possible, and as you know, the Czech Republic is recognizing Covishield vaccine from this Monday. So all people who are vaccinated, I hope that we will soon be also accepting the certificates which are issued in India. So I hope that this will be no problem to issue visas. And at the same time, on Indian side, I'm in everyday touch with the Indian embassy in Prague, and I know that they are quite active in issuing Indian visas. They are issuing all types of visas, including student visas, except tourist visas. So this is, we are following the reciprocal policy so far, but I hope that soon we will be able to come to some conclusion that reciprocally we will also allow tourists to come mutually, because we need people to travel in both ways. They should be vaccinated, no doubt. This is our common effort to have people healthy and to have them enjoy their life, and to treat their kids also in the same way, because the old times should not be forgotten. We should not have new normal, as it is called now. We should come back to those old measures which were before COVID, but of course, we should not accept to have another big wave of COVID in our countries. So this is our common effort. We are in it together, and only together we can manage it. So thank you very much again. And thank you, Mr. Aaron, again.
Thank you for that. So I believe that we can ask Mr. V.N. Shivashankar for the vote of thanks.
Dear members, unfortunately, Mr. Shiv Shankar couldn't join us today. On behalf of the Southern India Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I would like to thank all the stakeholders who have joined together to make today's event possible. We've had the coming together of the government of Tamil Nadu, the Czech embassy, we had the Chamber of Commerce, we had universities, both public and private from Tamil Nadu, we have universities from the Czech Republic, the other members from the education sector. So this has been a very broad-based participation. I thank all the members who have invested their time in this initiative and contributed to making this event a very good, successful beginning. I fully believe that we will be able to sustain this interest that we have generated and continue to build momentum, so that as we have heard about the hope that was expressed, we will have a very fruitful collaboration. Students from Tamil Nadu visiting Czech Republic, and collaboration from the Czech side to Tamil Nadu in all fronts. Students, faculty, research, academia, industry collaboration. And on behalf of the Southern India Chamber, we assure all the participants today that we will do our best to sustain this interest that has been generated. I thank the Czech embassy. I thank all the speakers today for sharing their thoughts. I thank all the participants, and I thank the Honorary Consul's office. And I also would like to thank all the press members who have expressed their interest in today's session. With these few words, I thank each and every one of you again. And I look forward to more such interactions as we move forward. And with these few words, I wish you a good evening and thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.